Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
He's checking. He's 21. 36.
Throwing Jones. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Now Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. It's taken to the 26. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Here's Goff. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Bucs at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize.
And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Ooh, there he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Johnson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They give the Chubb out of the gun.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And the catch made by Johnson. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Jones being chased out left.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
21.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll buy some time right. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Well, that's brought in by Knight.
No gain on the screen there, and 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Jones.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Touchdown! Nick Chubb, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score.
Yeah, that's a nice play design right there. He's going to fake the give, then roll out, and he lets his back leak out toward the pylon. And how about the throw? Right where he needed it to be for him to catch it in stride, he's able to take it into the end zone.
That's caught, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They run again on first down, Cook. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Cook up the gut, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Gone. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Marvin Mims, 28 yards. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now Jones going to change it up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll roll him out right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His 1st catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Here's 2nd and 10. And now they'll shift things around. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Rolling to his right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Nick Chubb, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Goff now looking to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Mims in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Goff. Going up top for Kupp. That's caught inside the 20. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now gone. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Goff. A short throw to Musgrave. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Goff now to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Young on the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones sliding out of the pocket. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Juwan Johnson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Goff. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Now Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
That's taken in by Kraft. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the...
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Jones looking to change the play. Chubb is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
scoring the touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. Now Goff on first down. A short throw to Musgrave. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The all-pro Micah Parsons there on the tackle. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Mims in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Let's go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
Now Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Jones. They'll roll him out right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Connecting with Johnson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Jones.
Flush to his right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw is Jones.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Flushed out right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end. But a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Falcons, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.